exception in physical properties. First topic is physical states. Basically, metals are solids. Metals are solid in nature except one metal, that is liquid in nature. Which metal? Mercury. Symbol is Hg. Okay. So under metals, all metals are solid in nature except mercury, which is a liquid metal. Mercury is a liquid metal. Okay, fine. Now we'll start with the non-metals. When you come to the non-metals, in non-metals you can see three states: solid state also, liquid state also, and gaseous state also. Okay, so solid state example you can take carbon. Okay, sulfur, phosphorus. These elements are solid in nature. And liquid state, we have only one liquid non-metals, that is bromine. Symbol is Br2. Bromine is a liquid non-metal. So majority of the questions are asking based upon this element. Liquid non-metal example, bromine. And gaseous state, you can take nitrogen, oxygen, hydrogen, and etc. All these elements come under gaseous state. So in non-metals you can see three category of the elements: solid state, liquid state, and gaseous state. Whereas in case of metals you can see only two category of the elements. One is a solid and another is a liquid. Liquid metal is a mercury and liquid non-metal is a bromine. And second property, lustrous. So lustrous means shiny property. Basically all metals are lustrous in nature. Okay, and non-metals are, they do not have shining property on the surface, so they are non-lustrous. Okay, non-metals are non-lustrous, whereas metals are lustrous in condition. Okay, but there is one exception, that is iodine. So iodine is a non-metal. Iodine is a non-metal which shows lustrous property. So basically lustrous property is a metal property. But here who is showing this lustrous property? Iodine. Okay. But what is iodine nature? Iodine is a non-metal. So lustrous non-metal is a iodine. This is another exemption in case of lustrous property. Next, conductivity. Basically metals are having good conductivity and poor conductivity also. So you can divide the metals into good conductors and poor conductors. So good conductors example, silver, copper, gold, aluminium. And poor conductor example, lead and mercury. These metals are poor conductor of heat and electricity. Okay, and non-metals are bad conductors. We are not using the word here poor conductor. Non-metals are bad conductor of electricity, means they do not allow the current to pass through the non-metals. They call them as a poor conductors. Okay, but there is a one exception in case of non-metals. So in the non-metal, graphite. So what is graphite? Graphite is a allotropic form of carbon. Graphite is one of the allotropic form of carbon which conduct electricity. Okay, so graphite is a allotropic form of carbon which conduct electricity. So here carbon is a come under which category? Non-metal category. So one exception here is carbon is a non-metal. In the form of graphite, it allows current. Why graphite allows current means it has free electrons. Free electrons. Due to free electrons, graphite is able to conduct electricity. Next assumptions. Hardness. you know very well, the metals are very hard. Because of their hardness property, metals are used for construction purpose, making the bridges and railway engines, railway platforms, railway tracks, because of the strength of the metals. But there are the few metals which are very soft in nature. So all metals except a few metals are soft. Okay, so soft metals are they come under alkali metals. Alkali alkali metals come under first group. It come under first group elements. Example: lithium, sodium and potassium. These elements are soft in nature. With the help of knife you can cut these elements, so they are very soft. Okay, but generally metals are very hard. But what is exemption in this case? What is exemption? Some metals are very soft. They can cut with the help of even knife also. What are those elements? Lithium, sodium and potassium. They belongs to alkali metals in the first group elements. Okay, this is hardness. Next, another exemption is there. Basically, non-metals. When you come to the non-metals, non-metals are soft and brittle. Brittle in sense easily breakable. Okay, but so one of the non-metallic form compound is diamond. So diamond is prepared from carbon elements. Diamond contain carbon, and diamond is a naturally occurring hardest substance in the earth crust. Okay, naturally occurring hardest substance in the earth crust, and this hardness of the diamond is it shows like a metallic property. Okay, the hardness of the diamond shows metallic property. So this is another exemption. So non-metals generally soft and brittle, but the carbon in the form of diamond, it is a hard in nature. So it is a naturally occurring hardest substance. Next exemptions. Melting point. Basically metals are having high melting points. Okay, but there are few metals are there which melt even at your body temperature. Basically our body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, so in that temperature few metals start melting. Example: gallium and cesium. Okay, so gallium and cesium. So gallium melting point is 30 degrees Celsius and cesium melting point is 28 degrees Celsius, and human body temperature is 37 degrees Celsius. Okay, so because of higher temperature in human body, so these two metals melt on your palm. Okay, why they start melting? Because of their melting point is lower than body temperature. Okay, so generally metals are having high melting point and boiling point, but these two metals are having low melting point. This is another exemptions. Next, so these exemptions are helpful for solving XYZ questions, MCQs and assertion reason based questions.